What's going on, everybody? So today I am putting a hardwire kit on the ZL1. So these two right here, I don't know if y'all can see them both. Turn that around. These are the Cobra dash cams that I bought. This particular one, the 250R, is the one that I have in the ZL1, and the 220C is the one I have in the RS, which is not in here. It's outside in the driveway. So anyway, I put the hardwire kit on this one and it works great now. It actually powers on and off like it's supposed to. Just to let y'all know, if you get the OBD plug that plugs into your OBD and goes into the actual camera, it may not work because mine doesn't power on and off. It just does it sporadically and it's irritating. So that's why I put the hardwire kit on it and it works perfectly fine now. So I'm about to do it with the ZL1 today, and hopefully it turns out good. Powers on, does everything it needs to do, and I won't have to worry about it anymore. But I'm gonna go ahead and install this hardwire kit, which, let me see where I have it. Yes, this hardwire kit right here. This is the one I'm putting in. So let's see how it goes. So in this bag, this package with the Cobra fuse box hardwire kit, I'm sorry I already tore the bag up, but anyway, basically it comes with the little instructions, and just to give you a quick insight how this works, if you don't know, if I can get this open. You basically have 3 wires. Of course, you have your plug that goes directly into the camera. You have your little power box that controls everything. Then you have these 3 wires. So just to give you a quickie, this is the ground wire. You have to find a good ground source. Make sure it's not plastic to metal. Make sure it's metal to metal. This is your ACC wire. This basically is only going to be used when the actual car is turned on, when you have the ignition on. And then this is going to be your power wire to give you continuous power even when the car is turned off, so that you may use your camera or connect to your camera when the car is off. So I got to go and find the fuse box for these wires inside of the car. I think they're inside the car on the driver's side. I got to go identify the fuses that I need to use to actually hook this up. Then we'll go from there. So now I'm in the trunk. So if you didn't know, when you go in the back of the trunk, you have a fuse box that's here underneath the cover, and of course you have one up under the hood in the front. So now I got to identify which location I'm going to put the fuse taps in, because I got to find one with consistent power, and I got to find one that only has power when the ignition is on. So I don't know if y'all can see that. I got to go through here. I got to test them with my multimeter to find one that is constant power, and also one that is not critical to the vehicle itself. So it's certain ones you cannot like tap into. You don't want to tap into it, because if the fuse blows, then not only are you going to lose that, you're going to lose whatever power you have going into that specific area. Unless I find one that is blank that still has power, then I'll be good to go. But like a fuel pump relay, well, that's a relay. Fuses that go to like your HVAC control, You probably don't want to touch that one. Your rear defroster, you probably don't want to touch that one. Your display, I mean, you probably don't want to touch that one either. The camera, you could. I mean, if you're not worried about it. But the seats or something you might want to do it in. And the radio, if it has a fuse back here. But let me take a closer look into this. Let me test everything out. Then I'm going to go ahead and hook everything up. Alright guys, so I think I finally figured it out. So what I'm basically going to do is, since in the Camaros, the ZL1, my battery is mounted on the side. What I'm going to end up doing is running the ground wire to the ground side, power to the battery since it's close, and then I can take this ACC wire and hook it into, I want to say it is, I hope y'all can see this. Where is it? It's the wireless charger fuse, which does not get constant power until you turn the vehicle on, and that is where it needs to be hooked to. Where did I see it at? Where did I see it? Bear with me, I'm kind of all over the place right now. Oh yeah, F33. If you look right here, it's 5 amps. It's for the wireless charger, which is in the back, between the seats. And I never use, and I definitely think that that is a very dumb place for a wireless charger to be, especially if you're trying to drive and maybe need to look at your phone. I'm not saying drive, be on your phone, but I don't need my phone all the way back there. So since I never use that, and it is only has 12 volts of power when the vehicle is on, I can use that and it should work perfectly fine. If I'm doing something wrong, let me know in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure that is a good call. So let me go ahead and hook this up, and I will let y'all see the end result. Alright, so I got everything installed in the trunk as far as the fuse taps. Ran the wire from the back of the trunk all the way up into the camera. I don't know if y'all can see it right there. If you see the blue light, then that's pretty much in standby mode. That's the way it's supposed to be when it's hardwired, because it's constantly getting power. Then also you can have it to where basically if somebody touches the car, or if anything is touching it or hits it, it'll automatically come on and start recording. So that's what I wanted. When I had the OBD, let me see what an OBD is. This one is supposed to give it constant power, but it doesn't. It came on when it wanted to. I really don't know why. I was trying out different stuff. I mean, this light would stay green, but this would not stay on. It would not come on when you turn on the car. It wouldn't go into standby mode like it's supposed to. So now that I have all of that done, I can go ahead and close this trunk, close everything up, and when I hit the power, it should just automatically come on. Let me get this seat back. So yeah, just like I said, as soon as I touched the car, it came on and started recording. Just because I was here, it goes back into standby mode, and of course, like I said, when I hit the button, it should pop on. Bingo. That's what I've been wanting. This particular camera, the Cobra 250, it has the front and rear camera option. So I got it set up now where the rear camera is showing and the front camera. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think. You got suggestions how I could have did it better? Do you plan on getting one of these? It's pretty nice. Does what it has to do for the job that I needed to do, is record while I'm driving. So there you go. Leave your comments below. Appreciate you watching the video.